All right, guys, so I'm here in, what is this, Advance Auto, because I'm always at the auto parts store.
Doing it for Dale.
The story starts with a simple email from a viewer by the name of Alem. He sent me a Craigslist posting for a car. This wasn't any ordinary car. It was downright savage.
It seems that someone has attached 28,500 pennies, 4,200 nickels, and 50 silver dollars to a 20-year-old Ford Taurus, adding 350 pounds to the car, and now they're asking $34,500. The listing goes on to let you know about its modern features, including an AM/FM radio, power brakes, power steering, air conditioning, cruise control, power door locks, velour cloth seats, a tachometer, and power windows. And in its final sentence, it says, "For further questions, please call Leroy."
Welcome, Project C5.
Now here's the Leroy that most of you are familiar with. Leroy the Savage, a car owned by Cleetus McFarland. As Cleetus has explained, this car was in a rear-end accident, totaling it out. Leroy has been stripped of all of its body panels, making it super light, but at heart, clearly, it's still a Corvette. Now, before Leroy was Leroy, there were a few other names that were considered. The Topless Eagle, Lady Freedom, as we just saw in the beginning of that clip, the Eagle Cart, and Stripper Jesus. You see, Leroy was this car's original owner. We know that because it was engraved in the door sill, an option offered by Chevrolet on the C5 Corvette. But who is this Leroy?
Leroy Wall of Lake St. Louis is selling his 1998 Ford Taurus. He's got it posted right here on Craigslist. That's where I saw it. This isn't just any Ford Taurus. It's Mr. Leroy Wall's money car. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, sir.
This is Leroy Wall, the owner of the most ridiculous, ostentatious, overpriced, and unique Ford Taurus in the world. Leroy, with his white jacket, striped collar, and slick back hair, exudes confidence. This man owns his money car proudly and doesn't give a fuck what you or this cheesy-ass news reporter thinks.
If you want my 2 cents worth, do some people think this is a penny wise, pound foolish, or that you're a few cents shy of a dollar? Well, here's the million-dollar question. Why, Leroy? Why?
Well, it's therapy. I'm a widower, and I can't just sit around and watch you on television all day long. I have to have something to do.
Yeah. So how long did it take you?
6 months.
6 months to do this?
Yes, sir, and two cases of Crown Royal.
How many miles you got on this Ford Taurus?
170,000.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah, but it runs like a brand new car.
After watching this entire news segment, it really sparked my interest in Mr. Leroy Wall. I went and did a Google search on him, and it turns out he's got one heck of a car collection.
He has a 1984 Tiffany, a 1976 Monte Carlo that's been modified to kind of resemble an old Rolls Royce. It's one-of-a-kind 81 Mustang with a pretty big hood scoop and purple flames. A 1995 Buick panel wagon with flames on the hood. But it wasn't until I saw these two cars, his 1984 and 1985 Corvettes, that things kind of clicked in my mind. Could Leroy Wall be the Leroy?
You know, the guy who owned it first, his name was Leroy.
You see, it all just made too much sense to me. Leroy the Savage. Leroy Wall, a total savage, a man that takes a 20-year-old Ford Taurus, glues pennies on it over 6 months, drinks Crown Royal, and then tries to sell it to somebody for $34,500. A man that's into cars, a man that's had 2 Corvettes. Leroy's the type of man who would buy a new C5 Corvette and opt for that option to have his name engraved in the scuff plate. After piecing all these pieces of the puzzle together, I did what any other responsible YouTuber would do. And I went straight to Cleetus' YouTube channel and I found that original video to see if Leroy Wall was the man that's name was engraved on that scuff panel.
This Corvette was built exclusively for Leroy and Coker. Gosh dang, it was delivered on July 19, 2001. Leroy, I'm sorry about your vet. It's in good hands now, brother.
Oh, what a fizzle. Leroy Wall wasn't Leroy the Savage's original owner. I know. This video was slightly far-fetched, but I did have a really great time making it, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to go right now and hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Now, a lot of the parts in this story are true. I was emailed that listing to Leroy's money car. I went and researched a little bit further, saw the news story, saw his car collection, and it just popped in my mind. When I saw the Corvettes, I really wondered, could this be Leroy the Savage's original owner? Guy kind of fits the bill in my opinion. Obviously, he wasn't, but it's okay because it did make for a good story and hopefully one that you guys enjoyed. Now, the original clip you did see with me and Cleetus, I did run into him at an Advanced Auto Parts, and coincidentally, it was probably a few weeks into me starting my YouTube channel. I had maybe a dozen or 24 subscribers. I had released 2 or 3 videos, and I was very new to everything, but I was at the auto parts store buying something for the money Pagetta, I'm sure. I went up to him, and he was a super guy. And I just said, hey, would you mind taking this video with me? Now, I've had that video on my phone forever, and I never really planned on doing anything with it because it never fit anywhere. But of course, we're talking about Leroy, we're talking about Cleetus. I figured that would make a pretty good intro. Now, at the end of this video, I'll play the clip with Cleetus in its entirety. Warning, I'm pretty awkward because I didn't really know what to tell him. But guys, I appreciate you watching this video. As always, if you see any strange cars like Leroy's money car, if you have a car that you have a question about or anything of the sort, don't hesitate to contact me. Everything you need to do so is in the description box below. Guys, thanks again for watching this video, and I will catch you very soon. Yeah, I got it. All right, guys, so I'm here in, what is this, Advanced Auto, because I'm always at the auto parts store.
Doing it for Dale.
I'm always doing it for Dale, and I run into Cleetus.
What's up, guys? Let it rip, Tater Chip.
Hey, Cleetus has the best YouTube channel.
That's right.
And all you guys subscribe to Cleetus. Subscribe to me too, but please subscribe to Cleetus.
Hell
Catch
yeah,
you guys.
brother. See you, buddy.
Do it for Dale.
Yeah, nice to meet you.